Hello, Cancer. Your weekly love tarot reading begins with the Hermit. You see your person as Judgment, the relationship as a Ten of Pentacles, and possible outcome or action, World energy. Your person is coming in with the Chariot. This is your power card. It's your tarot card. Seven of Cups is how they see you. Queen of Wands, how they see the relationship and possible outcome or action on their part. We have a Knight of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, that beautiful Page of Cups. So a beginning, a new interest, right? I'm going to put that right there. A new interest in love, a new curiosity, wanting to know more about someone, wanting to sort of, I'm going to say, make contact, perhaps begin to flirt, perhaps begin to entertain the idea of something else. That's Page of Cups energy. So Cancer, let's get right into your reading for this week's love outlook. How do you and your person come in? Well, you're coming in with the Hermit, and they are coming in with your power card, the Chariot, your tarot card. Chariot energy is all about preparing, getting ready for the road ahead, getting ready for the journey, making sure that you are prepared, that you have done whatever necessary work that you needed to do beforehand, that you really thought about this, because the Chariot talks about a journey towards a goal, and a wish fulfillment, a dream. But once you embark on that journey, you're on the road. You're on that road. How you deal with it is up to you, but you are on that road. You are coming in, Cancer, with Hermit energy. So you're feeling kind of, you're in that mood. Hermit is the card for Virgo, but you're kind of in that hermited Cancer mood, right? You're in your shell. You want to be on your own. You're not really trying to hang out right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not, you may not be socializing very much. You're just kind of like doing your own thing, So these are the two energies that you and your person in this connection are coming in with. And so let's begin to drill down a little bit deeper and get a more precise. Three of Wands came out. More information needed here. Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay, here we go. Star energy. Yeah, your person moving towards a wish fulfillment and the end of a lot of struggling. So I want one more card on that Eight of Cups. Okay. So Seven of Pentacles flipped. So for you, Cancer, it feels like you need more information here, right? A lot more information. You've come out of a relationship, and here in this regard, it almost feels as though someone may have left you, Cancer. They may have broken up with you and walked away in some fashion. And it's like you're trying to get more information on that, right? You're trying to get more information on, is there still a chance there? Is there still something in that cup for us? Yeah. There's a separation, and I think you were left on your own for quite some time. And I don't know that you're over it. I don't know that you're over this connection. You've been on your own for a while, getting into yourself. I think you're waiting for a sign to come in, because this Three of Wands here is all about being open to messages coming in. And it almost feels like you still want to know if there's a chance with this connection. Your person here has a wish fulfillment, but is it with you? Yeah, I think, listen, this is a hurtful one, okay, Cancer? It feels like you and your person broke up, and there was a lot of pain here, You know, there was a lot of pain. I think they may have left you or broken up with you, or they did something or walked away, right? They just took what they had and walked away. And you're like, damn, really? There's nothing left here? And they've gone away, and now let me get one more card here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's like they've gone away and they've gone through some heavy stuff, like Ten of Swords. They've gone through a lot of battles, but they've come through it. And how you both see each other now, let's go further. It's like you see them and you have judgment energy. It's like reconciliation, forgiveness. Are you willing to forgive and forget? Right? When you see them, you see, you know, a choice. Right? A choice, because they see you and they have Seven of Cups. They still have intentions and dreams, like big dreams to do with you, right? They still want something with you. And yet here you are, you're the one who's kind of like, is there forgiveness here? Now, this could very much be vice versa. But it almost feels like you both did the same thing to each other in a way, you know, because it's like whether or not they left or you left, there was like when you guys parted each other, it almost feels like there was like an instant sorry, an instant feeling of regret of like, oh no, what did I do? You know, or what did we do? Did we really just let this relationship fall apart? Because here with your person, Cancer, they have a wish fulfillment to move forward. And they've let go of a lot of ego issues. They've let go of a lot of mental hangups they were holding on. You know, I think there's been a separation here. You clearly have been in hermit mode, but they have really been out, like going through it. But as a result of that, I think they have like a, you know, they have a change of heart in some kind of way, or maybe their heart never changed. They never really let go. Something just didn't work out here. Let's get some more clarity for you. A Two of Swords, there's your decision. And for them, fighting to still be with you, you know, still kind of like fighting and working out a plan or strategy to come into you. And you're kind of faced with a decision. Do you forgive them or not? That's what it feels like here. It feels like Three of Pentacles flipped over. There's work that needs to be done, like on all levels, mind, body, and soul. You both have to be willing to work together for this connection. But it very much feels like this was difficult on both ends. On your end, like just a heartache or just a separation, like being left alone and kind of, you know, more as well the shock of like, really, there's nothing left between the two of us, and just not really being able or willing to believe it. And on their part, there's a feeling here of them maybe thinking they will be all right without you, or be all right in the big bad world on their own, and they very quickly found out that they were not. Like they were okay, they handled it, they survived it, but things were a lot rougher than they were when this person was with you. And so they want to come right back in. They have two knights here. They're like fighting and focused on coming back into you. But this decision here for you is like, I don't know, are you there for it or not? You know, are you there for it? I am going to be doing an extended reading. So please go into the description of this reading. Right at the top of the description, there should be a link to the extended reading. The extended reading is only $1.11, and that's all it will ever be. So if you're interested in going deeper, go ahead to that. But we're not finished here yet. Let's go further. Emperor energy, they definitely want to establish some new territory with you. And King of Cups energy. Wow. Let me get one more. And the World. So things come back in. It feels like this was like, this is a reconciliation, Cancer. This is a really heavy reconciliation. World Cup has come, World energy, the World Cup. The World energy has come in twice, but they're resonating with Emperor. This feeling of wanting to stake their claim again to you. You know, like they want what they want and they want it, you know, they're in charge. And they also have this, there's a sense of not possessiveness, but wanting this, you know, and taking control of getting it, right? Like there is a little bit of a feeling of them feeling like you are theirs, or this life with you is what they are supposed to be doing. It's what is right, where they rightfully should be. I want to take care not to describe it as if they're being entitled or sort of domineering. It's more a knowing, a very deep and clear knowing that this is the right thing, and kind of having that confidence and strength behind it. For you, King of Cups coming in, you also, for some of you, listen, Cancer, you may have another person, because you have a choice here. You may have somebody else in your life right now who is presenting with a lot more water energy. This person here has a lot of fire, but there's someone else in your life. King of Cups is scorpionic energy, and they may have a lot of water, or just water energy in their chart. In any case, you know, they're more aligned to your kind of energy. You're obviously a water sign, Cancer, but there is a choice here. So I think this is what I'm going to be looking at in the extended reading. I'm going to be taking a look at this choice that you have here between the King of Cups and the Emperor, and I'm going to be touching on this Judgment energy as well. Each of the love readings, I'll be deciding what aspect I'm going to do the extended on. So if you're resonating with this, you want to go deeper, then that's where you want to go. So let's see, how do you both see the relationship? 10 of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. Well, 10 of Pentacles energy is, for you, Cancer, you find, you know, this connection is like everything for you. It's like all of the comfort that Cancer desires, all of the luxury and the financial stability, but also the love, the connection, you know, the devotion, the commitment. There's like a deep sense of commitment. And there's just a feeling of, just being very well off, you know, being well off in all areas, health, wealth, environment, living well, feeling well. And this is what this relationship represents to you. For your person, Queen of Wands energy. Interesting. You know, the Queen of Wands is a very, very experienced, fiery Sagittarius energy. It's a feeling of really living life to the fullest. And so your person does see this relationship as more fire to their Emperor, like their perfect fiery kind of match, you know. The relationship embodies experience. You know, the Queen of Wands herself is, you know, she's that energy of going through the fire, experiencing ups and downs, and like reveling in all of it and being proud and wearing it all as a badge of honor. And so your person kind of has this attitude toward this relationship. Like, listen, we've been in the trenches, we've been off, we've been on, we've always held on to each other. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the way they see their connection with you and this very important relationship with you, the way they see it is an embodiment of that Queen of Wands energy, a fiery, passionate relationship that has ups and downs, but that is strong and resilient. Page of Pentacles and another Page of Wands. So many pages, just like beginnings. Knight, another Knight, and a Five of Cups. There's that Five of Cups. I was wondering about this. I was feeling this energy over here, that sadness, that sorrow, that missing each other, and another Knight. So Knights and Pages. There may be a difference in age here. Okay, you may have a little bit of difference in age or experience. You're coming in with a lot of Page energy, which is a feeling of being new and young and a novice and just starting out in a lot of ways, you know, the first steps. But yeah, you come through with a lot of courage here and a desire to make a new step, a desire to perhaps slowly, bit by bit, begin again with this person in a real way, right? Let's take it step by step is what I keep hearing. You know, Cancer, that's what you're going to be saying. Let's take it step by step. Let's take it step by step, because you do have a history here, right? Your person is coming in with Knight energy, Knight of Cups, and there's Knight of Wands here. So they miss you. Five of Cups, they miss you immensely. Over here, the energy was more of shock for you. Like, really? This is it? You just really gonna, like, we're just gonna, that's it? Because this connection has been very intense and very deep for a long time. But over here, that I was also feeling like that sadness and loss, and that's what your person is coming in with. That sadness of like, damn, you know, I miss him. It's cold out here. And I don't care that we used to spill blood, and I don't care that, you know, it was difficult, and I don't care, you know, you see the cups there and everything, you know, the man is drowning in the water of emotions, you know, out in the street, in the river. So it's like, but your person's like, I don't care. I still miss you. I still love you. I still want this. I don't want to look forward. I don't want to look to the future. And so Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups comes in, Knight of Wands comes in, because they are, while you're saying, let's take it step by step, and you're wanting to move forward, there's energy there with that Page of Wands. That's fire. Your person is like, okay, well, you may be saying step by step, but I'm racing back to you. So Cancer, what are your possible outcomes here for you, world, and for your person? That Knight of Pentacles. Again, actionary, devotion, commitment. Knight of Pentacles is extremely committed, the most committed knight in the deck. So your person is committed this time. If they weren't committed before, if they were the one who were like flaky and stepping off, then this time they're coming in with an energy of commitment. Now, of course, don't take my word for it. You know, you have to see the signs of this, right? I don't want you to, you know, listen, these readings, these are just snapshots and intuitive readings. You have to trust your own intuition. Make sure that this person is indeed coming correct to you. You know, that they are committed, that they are devoted, because you don't want to have to go through a bunch of nonsense again. But I do believe they will be coming in this way. And world energy comes in again twice. And world, listen, the world is completion. This is where you feel like you've arrived at a particular point in your life that you're supposed to arrive at. This is a completion stage or a beginning stage. You know, completion, beginning, same, you know, are intertwined. But world energy, it's like everything around you is working together in unity, in concert, to give you that strong feeling that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You know, and that you are sort of, I want to say, living in the world of the world instead of the world doing what it wants to you, you know. So let's go ahead and pull your zodiac rune signs to see what zodiacs you might be dealing with. As I say, I'm going to be taking a look at these two kings in your life, Cancer, and the extended. Do check that out. The first zodiac sign we have is Aquarius. All right, some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. I'm gonna put that right there. The other sign we have is a Sagittarius, Cancer. Some of you dealing with Sagittarius. I laugh because I'm a Sagittarius. And finally, some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Damn. All right, water and earth, huh? So Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Virgo, those are the three signs. Please forgive the background noise. It's really nice and breezy today. I'm on the east coast of America, North America, and it's like really breezy and nice. So I had to have the door open today. So you may hear some rustling of the trees or some birds, or right now, a plane going by. So let's go ahead and get into your oracle energies. Remember, of course, you could be resonating with this reading and you're not dealing with any of these signs, or vice versa, or this reading could be vice versa. Whichever way it resonates, however way it speaks to you, whatever sense it makes to you, that's what you take and you leave the rest behind. Not all messages are for everyone. Spirit of connections, spirit of the lion, and spirit of the Grim Reaper. So connections, yeah. Soulmate, You know, fated meetings, my divine counterpart. It's like, that's what it feels like here. It feels like a reconciliation between two people who, the moment they were away from each other, were miserable and unhappy and knew it was a mistake. Spirit of the lion, recognition, leadership, respect, your person coming in with this energy, you coming in with this energy. I think they've gone away and they've really learned a lot about themselves, because they certainly had a difficult way to go without being able to sort of rely on you for support, right? Spirit of the Grim Reaper. Death, ending, winter. So something is ending, something is going away. It doesn't always have to be the good parts, you know. Sometimes something bad can end, and it can take some time, and it can still take a bit of a winter, right? A period of a winter type vibe in your life, of scarcity, of being on your own, not having a lot of, you know, connection, affection, sun in your life to get through that. But take that as it comes, right? I don't for one second see a death or a dying of this connection. This connection is strong and definitely moving forward. Let's get your animal spirits out. We have the gazelle and the sea serpent. The gazelle, beautiful. Beautiful fire animal spirit associated with awareness, right? Being aware, being cognizant of its surroundings, understanding what's going on. You know, the gazelle is a prey animal. Everything hunts the gazelle in the savannah. Everything. So, you know, the open plains where it's at, it's constantly having to be careful, take care of itself, be vigilant, be wary, you know, be on point, you know. And sea serpent is associated with the second chakra in our pelvic bowl. This is where our creative energy comes from. And it talks about, you know, that need for death. That death has to come in order for growth and creativity to happen. You know, the creative process by nature is the birth of something. And so in order for something to be born, there has to be a cycle of death and dying, loss, something going away. And so it's that universal symbol of the snake eating its tail that always reminds us of the inconstant and changeable nature of loss and gain in the creative process, and how we just simply can't get away from that, and how that really is the essence of creativity and the magic of it all. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for joining me for this weekly Love Tarot reading. Go ahead and hit that link, go to the extended. Check that out if you want to take a look at this issue between these two kings in your life. Emperor and King of Cups, in deeper detail. But that's it. Otherwise, I am going to wish you, Cancer, and all your cross watchers love, life, and happiness. Go and keep an eye out for your July outlook, which will be uploaded this week as soon as I get to it. And that's it. I hope to see you guys right back here on my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, next week for your weekly Love Tarot reading. But for right now, take care, guys.